Level 1, Shamgar. Most people have never heard of this man. He gets one verse in the entire Bible, Judges 3:31. That's it. And in that one verse, it says Shamgar killed 600 Philistine soldiers with an ox goad. That's a wooden stick with a metal tip that farmers use to move cattle. Not a sword or a spear, a farming tool. 600 men. The Bible doesn't even explain how, just says he did it and moves on like that's a normal Tuesday. Most underrated man in the entire Bible. Level 2, David. A shepherd boy. No armor or training, no experience in war. He walks onto a battlefield carrying a sling and 5 stones. Across from him is Goliath, over 9 feet tall, full bronze armor. Every soldier in Israel's army was terrified of this man. David ran toward him, not away, toward. 1 stone, full sprint, direct hit between the eyes. 9 feet of solid muscle hit the ground face first. Then David took Goliath's own sword and took his head off. A teenager killed the most feared warrior on the planet. Level 3, Benaiah. This is David's bodyguard, his personal enforcer. 2 Samuel 23 describes what this man did. He killed 2 of Moab's mightiest warriors in single combat. Then, on a snowy day, he climbed into a pit and killed a lion. A lion. In a pit, nowhere to run, just a man and a lion in a hole, and the man walked out. Then he faced an Egyptian giant, armed with a massive spear. Benaiah had a club. He ripped the spear out of the Egyptian's hands and killed him with his own weapon. This man fought everything. Warriors, giants, lions, and never lost. Level 4, Samson. The strongest human being in the Bible, full stop. He killed a lion with his bare hands as a teenager, ripped it apart like fabric. He killed 1,000 soldiers by himself with a donkey jawbone. 1,000. He ripped the gates off the city of Gaza. Doors, posts, bars, hinges. Carried the whole thing on his shoulders to the top of a hill miles away. City gates built to stop armies. He carried them like a backpack. Then his final moment. Blind, chained, mocked. They stood in between 2 pillars holding up a temple filled with 3,000 Philistines. He put one hand on each pillar and pushed. The building came down on everyone inside. He killed more in his death than in his entire life. The man was not human level strong. Level 5, the angel that killed 185,000 soldiers. We're leaving human strength now. This is a different category. King Sennacherib brings the most powerful army on earth to Jerusalem. 185,000 soldiers, siege towers, war chariots, the most advanced military force the ancient world had ever seen. They surround the city. Their general mocks God to his face. That night, God sends one angel, one. By sunrise, every single soldier is dead. 185,000 men, no battle or war. One being walked through that camp and erased an entire army before the sun came up. Level 6, Moses, or better said, God. God parts the Red Sea and stops the sun. This is raw divine force applied to the physical world. God splits an entire ocean in half. Walls of water hundreds of feet tall held in place by nothing visible. The sea floor exposed. An entire nation walks through on dry ground. Then the water slams back together and buries the Egyptian army. Chariots and soldiers, swallowed in seconds. Then later, God stops the rotation of the earth for Joshua. The sun stands still in the sky for a full day. The planet itself obeyed a command. We're not talking about lifting heavy things anymore. We're talking about a force that controls oceans and planets like toys. Level 7, Jesus Christ. Now listen, I know what you're thinking. Jesus? He didn't kill 1,000 men. He didn't command an army. So why is he at the top? Because what he endured physically is the most brutal thing any human body has ever survived. And he did it on purpose. First, they beat him. Roman soldiers taking turns punching and slapping him for hours. Then, the scourging. A Roman flagrum. A whip with multiple leather straps tipped with metal balls and sharp bone. They hit him 39 times across his back. Most men died from the scourging alone. He didn't. Then they shoved a crown of thorns into his scalp and made him carry a wooden crossbeam through the streets of Jerusalem. The beam weighed roughly 100 pounds. He fell multiple times but kept walking. The Bible says nobody took his life from him. He laid it down on his own terms. That's the kind of strength that makes every other level on this list look small.